What's up everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be discussing my thoughts on the current Philadelphia 76ers roster entering the 2021 season. And to be honest with you, I really think this team is going to be one of the most unpredictable teams entering this next season, only because we literally have no idea what they're going to look like. Obviously, with all the changes in the front office and the roster and the coaching staff that have been made this past offseason, we're expecting a lot of big things from this team. However, we really don't know how this team's going to look starting December 23rd when the season starts. We really have no idea what this team's going to look like. Obviously, with everyone that we signed in the offseason and some of the trades we made, this roster is a lot better in terms of talent and fit than it was last season. I honestly think that this 76ers team will just go as far as Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid take them. I think that with the talent and the pieces that have been put around these two players finally after all this time, I think that they have a good environment to succeed. And quite honestly, this environment will 100% maximize their potential, because with the right floor spacing and the right shooting around these guys, it will only help their games and it will only help the team as a result. And I think that these two players are obviously the leaders of the Sixers, and they're going to go as far as the Sixers are going to go as far as Ben and Joel take them. It's that simple to me. I think that as long as Ben Simmons continues to improve his game, this season is a big season for Simmons in terms of his development on offense. But if he takes another step, and if Embiid returns to his true form, which is putting up MVP numbers with 25 points, 13 rebounds, 26 points, 14 rebounds, somewhere in that area, I think the Sixers are going to be in a great spot. I also think this bench unit for the Sixers is one of, if not the best, that they've had in a few years now. They're going to have some really nice pieces off the bench that are hopefully going to be big contributors. Shake Milton, Matisse Thybulle. They brought in some veterans in Dwight Howard. They signed some nice rotational pieces, Justin Anderson, Ryan Brokoff. I'm not sure how big of a contributor those two guys will be, but in terms of overall bench production, I think the Sixers have some really nice pieces to rely on to come off the bench and make some shots, play some defense, and really just provide for the team off the bench. And like I just mentioned, I think this bench unit is going to be one of the best, if not the best, that the Sixers have had in a couple years now. Aside from that, with the Sixers bringing in Doc Rivers, Dan Burke, Dave Yeager, some of the more seasoned coaches in the NBA, I think these guys are really going to hold our players accountable, especially Doc Rivers. I think these guys are going to hold our players accountable, which was a major issue last season. Accountability, effort, heart, whatever you want to call it. That was a major issue last season with the Sixers. And I think, and I hope, that issue will be solved with this new reign of head coaching and assistant coaching. I really hope that changes, because that was a huge problem, as we all saw. Quite honestly, I'm expecting big things from this Sixers team. It's been a while since we've seen a normal functioning Sixers team, and I really hope that this is the year. I really think that this is the year that they get themselves together and really have a well-rounded year in terms of play, production, and just overall success, because as we all know, this team has been very lopsided for the past few years, and I really hope that things change this season, because honestly, it's just time. It's overdue. So with that, I'm going to wrap up the video. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for listening. And let's really hope that the Sixers make a splash this season. That's all I'm going to say.